5 character in the to see big combo through Dedede over here. I'm pretty sure Mithra would be able to do a lot of work to Dedede, but also Dedede can also clip either Pyro or Mithra off the stage and just completely ruin their recovery.
Fuller, it's becoming a little harder to understand you right now.
I hear
sound a little quiet.
I heard him fine.
Oh yeah.
Let me scoot my. Normally I do this, but let me scoot my mic a little bit closer to my mouth.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, it is showtime. Jumping into the first match of losers semifinals, Lynx versus Shadow on PS2 is the stage of choice. Right now, it is very much so in Lynx's favor. Just getting a very solid start and not really giving Shadow the opportunity to set anything up. Though as Shadow gets to these higher and higher percents, each of these hits is going to be sending Shadow far enough away that he might be able to reset some of these interactions. And now the percents are looking a lot more even, just as I said it. Shadow finding a lot more opportunities to keep Lynx at bay. And the Gordos are coming out in full force here. Not going to be enough to kill just yet, but now the percents are pretty much as even as you can ask them to be. Never mind.
Never mind. Just disregard what I said.
You know, if you're looking strictly at percents and completely ignore the stock count, it's actually Shadow in the lead right now, but that doesn't really matter. That's unfortunately not how the game works.
No.
Right now, Lynx doing a good job at holding on to this stock. A well-placed get-up attack. Going to able to clip the feet of the obese penguin emperor tyrant king thing.
Nah, I wouldn't call Dedede obese. He's on the chunkier side, but then again, you remember how he's built underneath that robe?
That is true. I have seen the pictures, and I have seen even worse fan art.
Oh God!
Was it with you guys that I went on that we went on that binge of looking at cursed Dedede fan art?
Uh-oh.
Yes, it was.
That was with you guys. Okay, just don't pro tip: don't look at Dedede fan art. Anyway, back to the game at hand. Percents are once again back to pretty much even. Both of these players playing immaculate neutral at the moment. Just keeping the pressure mounted. That up smash not going to be able to connect. I think Dedede's up smash ended up pushing Lynx a little bit too far away. And the back air coming out from Shadow, going to be able to close things out. Lynx needing to find the stock pretty quickly because, and that's going to be a bit of a challenge, especially given how Dedede's excels at staying alive for extended periods of time.
It's definitely going to be an issue as well. So here's the thing though, Pyro Mithra can kill relatively early because, well, Pyro hits hard. But then again, Dedede is one of the heaviest characters in the game. So
not heavy enough for that.
Yeah,
definitely need that Pyro to come out.
67% is not an unsurmountable deficit. Neither is 84 for that matter. Again, this is Mithra. 98, maybe looking a little bit too far gone though. The foresight coming in massive clutch there though, helping Lynx get off the ledge, which he needed to the most. Because getting back into the neutral game, if you can't do that against Dedede, you're hopeless. Now we're seeing some of that damage begin to pile on. Quick 42 off of one quick Pyra bear string. So again, you gotta be playing very carefully. And up tilt, I don't know if it's going to be enough to kill on Pyra, but it probably would have killed Mithra, especially given that it's not staled in the slightest. I believe fresh moves actually, like fresh unstaled moves, get a slight damage boost when it comes. Very, very, very slight, but it is there. Regardless, though, the percents are back to even. Somehow, Lynx pulling this back from the brink, putting on a lot of damage right now. Shadow kind of trapped in the corner here, looking for the up air through the ledge there and going high, though.
There it is.
Called out for it. Trying to catch Lynxical's being too aggressive, but Lynx playing extremely patient. Extraordinary stuff.
Definitely showing patience is a virtue right here.
Yep, you were right about that.
What a game one, really. Wow. That could not have been much closer if they tried. And I'm very eager to see how this goes too, because Shadow really was only 1 or 2 key interactions off there. And if he didn't try to go for like the all or nothing there with that up B and like just took it a little bit slower, we might be singing a very different tune, because again, trying to find a consistent kill there is hard. A lot of DDD players can get away with doing that because the stars end up forcing characters out of a punishing range before they can get to a point where they can. What am I trying to say? The stars can force a character outside of the out of range to get a pair punish, giving DD the time to get back into shield and try to reset neutral off of it. Pyra and Mithra though Pyra especially has a big enough dash attack that it's able to just cover that. I don't know why that was so hard.
Yeah, now you know how it feels with the brain dive when trying to speak.
Yeah. No, it happens to the best of us. I think Nev's put it best though. Pyra dash attack took the kids.
Okay. Thought something drastic was gonna happen there.
Well, something drastic is beginning to happen.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Did you say Pyra's dash attack took the kids?
Look at chat. It's not my words. It's the Sonic Prometheus. Though DDD up smash is putting in a lot of work right now. Managing to close out the first stock off of Lynx here. Again, we're seeing a bit more of what I almost expected to see. It's weird. Again, I feel like DDD, despite being such a bad character, honestly does pretty good in this matchup. It's like so strange, but like I have this strange gut feeling that this character like actually does good here, and it's weird to say, right? Because I never think of myself as a position where I'm gonna be like, yeah, let me praise DDD for being viable, but right
just
now,
like that, Shadow
is doing a great job at like sort of helping me coax out those inner demons of cursed
Shadow's doing great right now. His fans are cheering him on, and Lynx almost had that KO. Oh man, oh dang, there he is. Oh, no 2-frame for you. Oh, okay, she got the roll. She was anticipating
Lynx fully
roll.
Lynx is fully able to finally able to get a stock on the board, but down 2 stocks to 1. It is looking rough for the Pyra Mithra main.
Yeah, but then
now you're at low percent though.
It wouldn't be the first time we've seen Lynx do a comeback, especially win a match from this big of a deficit. But at the same time, we saw what happened earlier in the bracket. I don't know, maybe a little bit of rust, maybe a little bit of falling off. I don't mean to sound rude,
I would not go that far off of.
I don't mean to sound rude, but
you sound like
could
the
be
average.
Chance.
I would not go as far as to say that Lynx fell off because of losing 1 set.
Oh dang it!
See, unfortunate SD coming out. That might actually be enough to shift the tides of this entire match.
Possibly. He does fine against Aegis, plays mid-range, can't suffocate him like a brawl combo character.
Yeah, that's sort of the vibes I get from the character too. But like, as a 1-2er in bracket, I always feel a little self-conscious about making play takes.
Yeah.
So it's good to have like an actual
What's up, Jimmy?
Bracket experienced player backing me up here.
How's it going, dude?
Regardless,
well, that bracket player just went muted, so.
Oh.
Like I said, Lynx is no stranger to making those sorts of comebacks.
Doing a good job. A little bit of benefit from SD though. Again, we are seeing that Shadow has more than enough to tenacity to push Lynx to her limits there.
Absolutely.
Without that SD, I really do think it would have been 1-1.
Yeah.
Definitely could have.
Lynx is doing good. Lynx is doing very, very good. Also, yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm glad you asked. Yeah, it's gonna be another exciting week.
Mithra has a brawler combo. Honestly, yeah. You know what? Yeah. She kind of she doesn't really play like a swordy at times. It's kind of weird. She just sort
Doesn't
of
get hit
kind
like
of-
one either.
Yeah. To say the least. Regardless, game number 3 on the horizon now. We're gonna be going over to PS2. It looks like.
Nope, it didn't reset.
Oh, is that what? Is that the case?
Yeah.
I love turning stream helpers sometimes, man.
I think I don't know. I wasn't looking at the scoreboard, so it could have been possible there was delays there.
We are actually going to PS2. So
Okay.
I was right. Ha!
PS2.
Makes the best games. Anyway, hopping into it right now, Lynx up 2-0. So Shadow showing that they are more than capable of pushing Lynx to the limit, and honestly, probably capable of taking one game, let alone 3.
Catching him on she's catching him on his air dodging habits. Actually, I don't even want to say habits, but that's what I remember. Quite a bit of people used to have that habit of like air dodging as soon as they were thrown upwards or thrown downwards, even, or just in other
Getting
situations.
really well placed air dodge reads and getting a lot of value out of it. The foresight on the up tilt, not getting too much value out of it, but will help negate some of that damage. An interesting, what was it called? Photon edge coming out there, and the down smash gonna actually even up percents pretty well. Now, Gordo is gone.
Yeah, that was a pretty good choice. Oh, no.
It's like Lynx is gonna be in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, he tried to inhale the sword.
I thought he got the sword for a second.
That would have been a creative move right there.
Yeah, that if he was able to get that, that would have been possibly insane right there.
Okay, that was good.
All right, was that a footstool? Am I
Yeah,
crazy?
it was a footstool. He
Really
came to
good
the
stuff.
footstool.
Okay, sorry for like being a little bit on the quiet side. I was trying to enjoy this granola bar because again, I have not eaten dinner and it is getting to me, evidently. Regardless, Lynx managing to even things up very well before too much percent got piled on here. Getting and taking the percent lead by force, getting Shadow up to a swift 44. Again, these are the early percents that aren't too consequential, but it does set a solid precedent for momentum, which makes them all the more important. And they're still important stepping stones in the path of the game ahead. Right now, though, things are getting back to pretty much even. This Blazing Edge also doing a great job of just sort of being this stationary active hitbox to knock these Gordos out of the way, leaving Shadow in a position where he's got to be a little more careful about how he's tossing out the Gordos.
See, that's gonna be a little bit difficult to handle. But it looks like Shadow is taking it very well.
But this game, once again, is going to about as close as you could possibly ask it to do. Lynx right now trying to find the stock here, the down air into the up air, not going to close it out. I feel like down air into up smash could have worked there, but it's not going to matter. The down air into the up air, just the straight up tilt is going to be enough to close things out. And speaking of up tilts being enough to close things out.
Okay, now this is really a great game right here because Lynx trying to get the clean 2-0 right here, but he's falling a little bit victim right now.
Oh man, all that hit
Shadow
stun
is not going to go down without a fight, and again with the tenacity we saw from the last game, definitely going to make the competition stiff. Lynx, however, playing immaculately at the moment. A well-placed up air, catching both the Gordo and the King.
Okay.
At the moment, and
what's that gonna do?
With percents about as even as they could possibly be, back air, that's going to be enough.
That was good.
There we go. Shadow getting on the board, taking the set count to 2-1.
This is gonna have to fight a little bit.
Yeah. To be fair, Shadow deserved at least one. Like, especially after that last game, I really wanted to see one game on the board there. Little commentary bias, I know, but I feel justified saying I'm happy about Shadow at least getting one on the board. The question is, can you get 2 more with counter pick advantage not on your side?
I mean, it's possible. It is definitely possible, but I don't know actually.
It's gonna be tough regardless.
I mean, yeah, you're facing the person who was seeded second and who consistently gets top 3 in these tournaments.
Right now, again, it is Lynx's counter pick. What do you ban here as DDD? The answer apparently is Smashville and Battlefield. Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about those bans.
No, I actually think those are pretty good bans. I think Smashville, getting rid of Smashville is good. And, what's it? Keeping, like, some could argue that, oh, you should ban Town. And, like, no, actually, I think Town is pretty good there because the extra platforms give DDD some more landing options, especially if he wants to go high. As for the Battlefield ban, again, just getting caught on those top platforms is an awkward spot. While DDD can do stuff off of there, it's more often than not just going to give Pyra easier ways to land against you, and also going to just give Pyra easier ways to catch up to you. So, regardless, game number 4 of this set is going to be on small battlefield. Overall, I think this is a pretty neutral pick. Again, it's basically PS2, just with slightly smaller side blast zones. And really, the smaller side blast zones kind of benefit both players equally in this. So I wouldn't say it heavily favors one party over the other.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, he could have had like a... God, some kind of 2-frame off of that. Oh, no. Like a frame trap.
Not necessarily. Again, I think it was more so just to apply shield pressure, which is what it did. It did force the shield offline for a little while, because I mean that thing was basically the size of a tennis ball at the end of it. But regardless of what it was or what it wasn't for, Lynx right now in the lead ever so slightly and doing an excellent job at keeping Shadow in the air right now. The up tilt not going to be able to connect into the up air just at least this time, though percents continue to remain pretty much even. Both these players are playing it very well.
Had it not been for the directional air dodge, what would have happened? He probably would have actually been dead. There we go.
Well, he's actually dead now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
That's this deceased penguin.
Using my own words against me. See how it is. You dare use my own tricks against me, Potter?
Wait, hold up. We still got a fight right, Potter.
That one is an intentional Harry Potter reference, unlike whenever you do never reported.
Oh, leave me alone.
Anyway, right now, percents remain pretty much even. Both of these players pushing each other to their absolute limits. Right now, it is Lynxical in the driver's seat, and it's very important that Lynxical is in the driver's seat, getting a lot of these combos started here. Right, it really, oh my god.
Oof.
That caught?
Apparently it did.
That was like, I just looked because I have the stream pulled up on the side and I have a little bit of delay on the stream. But yeah, no, that was literally the very tip of the up air hitbox, catching Dedede by the toe there. Are you dead?
Wow.
Oh my god, what is happening here?
It was just not a great recovery, unfortunately.
Oh my god, dude. Once again, this set going about as even as it possibly could. Lynx eating some damage now, caught on ledge, managing to barely make it past Dedede there. Fortunately for Lynx, and unfortunately for Shadow here, Pyra and Mythra have very good ledge rolls. Why they needed good ledge rolls on top of the good everything else they had, I don't know. But they got them, and it's going to keep Lynx in this game and off the ledge. Not going to be able to get caught by the down tilt there just yet, but now you're back on ledge against a very good blazing edge. Up tilt not quite going to do it just yet. I feel like the next one or two might be able to. Next one probably kills, honestly. So that's the question of the hours. Does Lynx even go for another one? No, the forward air not quite enough.
Oh
just
no,
yet.
that's it.
So the blazing edge at the side of the screen is going to be enough to close it out. Lynx moving on to losers finals.
Honestly, yeah, I don't really have much to say. Like, I don't have much
nothing to say. That was a close ass set. A lot of back and forth. There's
Such a good
was
sign,
a
yeah.
lot happening, and you're sitting here saying you have nothing to say.
I'm sorry, I do not have much to say. Clean match, everything was great. I see some Lynxical fans in the chat. What do you mean? Don't embarrass you, Ludwig? What? What? Did you? What? You have a crush
No,
on Lynx or something?
What? Shut up! What are you on about, you goober?
I don't know,
Oh my
but
lord! I apologize for my colleague's behavior.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
He just wants to take a game, dude, not a date.
I mean.